So I used to know this guy. Wait, should I be looking at you or the camera?
Take two.
So I once knew this man who seemingly had it all, the car, the job, all that stuff. But at some point it just wasn't enough anymore, and he just stopped talking, went completely mute, and just wandered the streets searching for like-minded individuals. I don't know if he ever found them, though.
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah, what happened that he just stopped talking?
You know, I guess he just woke up.
The great white shark is a depiction of power, strength, and perseverance. That is what makes him king of the ocean. Next week we'll be discussing 3 different species of monkeys and how scientists have learned to harness their blood, inject it into humans, and potentially allow us to live forever. I'm your host, Ron Dixon. This is How Can We Use Animals to Our Advantage here as Selfish Humans?
There's a certain kind of soldier who doesn't carry guns. He's a soldier of the everyday. The kind of soldier with questions to ask. But even if he could find the words to ask them, he could hardly find the ears to listen. I am that soldier. And this is my story of the day I woke up and realized everything. All at once. They call me Lenny, but I don't know who I am really. Sometimes I like to come down here by the water. There's a certain kind of hope that comes from the unknown of the ocean. You can't see the other side, so you can wonder, you can hope. Maybe it's not this way everywhere. Maybe there's somewhere where there's a little less deprivation, a few less screams. Maybe there's somewhere where it's a little less cold.
What is your favorite kind of movie? No, it needs more passion. Hey, what's your favorite kind of movie? No, it's too much passion. What is your favorite kind of movie? No, it's too happy. No one wants to talk to somebody who's happy. What is your favorite kind of movie? Oh, we got one. Okay. What is your favorite kind of movie? What's your favorite kind of movie? Excuse me, sir. Sir. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm doing a survey. Well, my boss has me doing a survey. I don't really want to be here. You know how that is, though. Anyway, though, everybody needs an escape, right? So we sometimes we go to the movies, and that's our escape. So my boss wants to know, what is your favorite kind of movie? So there's a couple different categories you could choose from. You have horror. Some people, they want to get scared, they want to jump. There's not really too much all that scary happening down at the water cooler, right? So they watch horror. They go see a horror movie. So you could choose horror. And then other people, they like comedy. They want to laugh. They want to see something funny. They want to tickle that funny bone. Nothing really too funny about your Aunt Jean dying, right? So they want to see a comedy, help them laugh, help them forget. And other people like a musical, right? Like big production, choreography, lots of dancing and stuff. Not really too much music going around, right? Sometimes you might see a guy playing the saxophone, or the triangle or something like that, asking for a nickel. But other than that, you don't really have too much music in life. So people, they want to see that. They want to see that kind of big thing. So you could choose musical. A lot of people choose musical. Me, I like a thinking kind of film. I don't really know how to describe what that is per se, but all right, let's say there's a guy, right? He hates his job. He hates going to work every day. Waking up, going to this job is just a mundane task, and he's sick of it. He's absolutely sick of it. And so on this particular day, right, he wakes up, he does the routine, brushes his hair, feeds the cat, whatever, and then he's running to work. It's raining. He's running to work in the rain, running to catch that bus. And so he slips and he falls on the ground. Bus driver sees him fall, drives away anyway. And so this guy's on the ground, and he didn't break anything or anything like that, but there's this look in his eyes, there's this feeling from everything that we just saw happen that, like, we feel something from this guy, you know? And I don't know, man, I just want to feel something. Something, you know? Anyway, what's your favorite kind of movie? You could just take this pencil and just pencil one off. It's okay. It's all right. Okay. It's an interesting choice. Thank you, sir. What is your favorite kind of movie? What's your favorite kind of... No, that's... Who wants to talk to a guy that sounds like that? Okay, cut.
Taking on back to the back, where I don't have to fend. Waiting on back to the world, the only true friend. And I could never seek to compare the willingness that she showed to anything that I have. No, I'm a lot more cold. La 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 la
You know, I wanted to be a priest once. I had years of training. I studied in Rome. I was only 2 years away from being ordained. And one day, the master of scholastics calls me into his office and says, "You're not a good fit." And I said, "Why?" And he says, "You're an artist. You don't find many artists in the order, do you?" And the reason that he called me in, the reason he called me an artist was he found this paper. Can I read it to you? When you wake up and when you go to sleep, from the mountains and the deserts to the busy city streets, from when you're pulled from mama's arms to the classroom call, when you walk out in the hall, from the sports bars and the shopping malls and the invites to their homes, you're all alone. You're all alone.
He's all alone when he walks. He's all alone when he talks. He's all alone when he takes the midnight train. He's all alone with his pain. Hey man, you got a nickel or something?
No.
There will be no one to take us into the next world. We go alone. Still, sometimes I think about the people that I meet. What would we be like if our moments could be different? What if instead of a raging heart we had a complacent mind? Who would we be then? After all, we could have been anywhere today. We could have been atop a mountain, looking out with no sign of man. But instead we were here with me, on the day that I realized everything, all at once. Some moments are like good wine, a pretty sunset. You gotta cherish them. Other moments are like stale chips,